Okay, that title might be a pretty wild accusation, but it's not clickbait or anything, so let me explain, and maybe let's have a constructive conversation about all this in the comment section, because in the end I think it's a quite interesting topic with a ton of valid opinions. So let me explain what I mean when I say 95% of all drummers can't play their own songs. If you ask around what people think makes a good band, you often hear things like they play super tight or they are live even better than on the album, both of which I absolutely agree on. So, especially in metal, I think we have this phenomenon that sets the drummers apart from the rest of the band, and surprisingly, most musicians are either just okay with it, or what I think is more likely the case, they are simply unaware of what's happening. If we take a look at each musician of a band individually, everyone is considered to play his or her part tight and good when it's solid and on point. Yet it's in general totally acceptable for the drummer to more or less improvise each and every song they play. Think about it, how many drummers play their own songs different every single time? They all have like some rough structure, like playing 4 bars, blast beats on the hi-hat, then doing some fill, and another 4 bars of double bass or something like that. Now imagine a guitarist doing the exact same thing, playing 4 bars of that one riff, then doing something as a bridge, and then 4 bars the next riff. That's really sloppy, and the rest of the band would tell that guitarist to quickly learn their fucking parts or get lost. So what's so bad about that drummer's approach of just winging their own songs? Well, first of all, this isn't jazz. We're playing metal here, and if the goal is to play as tight as possible, it makes a huge difference if you're improvising a drum fill on the spot or if you've dialed in that fill countless times during practice. Every drum stroke comes out much cleaner and with much more punch. You also make less mistakes in my experience. The less you have to think about every fill because it's already locked deep inside your muscle memory, the fewer times you get a brain fart in the middle of a song and lose a stick or miscount or something like that. Also, and more importantly, intentional fills are oftentimes way more creative, fun to play, and interesting to listen to. Just pay attention to those improvising drummers that play the same 2 or 3 fills in every single song. That's just so boring. And if there happens to be one lucky improvised fill, good luck telling that drummer, hey, I really liked how you played that song today, can you do it again? Unless you have some sort of recording of that performance, chances are very slim that that drummer even knows what he played and can recreate that again. So one of the biggest benefits of actually knowing what you're playing is simply repeatability. And let me tell you now a little story about a pretty recent event where this repeatability actually saved my ass. Not too long ago, I recorded a cover video of Dissection's Son of the Morning, and I actually totally fucked up the drum recordings, which I only happened to realize at the very end of the shoot. Somehow I totally forgot to activate the tom tracks on this project, so I recorded everything except the toms. Really fucking stupid, I know. So I had 2 options, either delete everything and start all over with the drums, which took an entire day to set up and another entire day to shoot, or re-record only the tom parts for the song. If those would have been all improvised, there'd be no way on earth that I could pull that off and have the audio and video match up so no one could hear the difference. And guess what? No one noticed anything. Not in the full video or in the drums only version. So yeah, go ahead with that knowledge now and maybe rewatch these videos again. Maybe now you can tell, but since nobody pointed it out by themselves by now, I guess it was a pretty good fix. I also know that some pro drummers actually use this kind of method of recording songs twice in the studio to actually avoid cymbal bleed in the mix. Anyway, I'm very curious about your opinions on this topic. Do you know drummers that can't play their own songs? Did you maybe recognize yourself in what I described? Tell me what you think about this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.